All right, Coast Life, I want to show you this picture right here. This is of Grey Baker, a just lovely, bright 13-year-old who unfortunately did pass away in 2019. But his life is being remembered and celebrated by his family and so many others in our community. So I'm so honored and excited to introduce you to Pam Baker and Kaylee Baker on the Coast Life Couch. Thank you both for being here today.
Thank you for having us.
Of course. So please, just if you don't mind, tell us a little bit more about Grey, who he was as a person.
Well, he was my brother. He loved surfing. He used to always try to get me on a board. I never did, but this year I finally did a couple of years ago as well.
Amazing. I'm sure he's so proud of you.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. And Pam, you're his grandmother.
I'm his grandmother, yes, and he was our first grandson, our first grandchild, and as Kaylee said, couldn't talk about Grey without talking about surfing. I think he was on his first surfboard with his dad when he was about 3, and he just had a real joy of life. He was an outgoing person. Everybody loved him, and he loved surfing, he loved soccer, he loved family. Yeah, he was a great kid.
Definitely. Well, it sounds like it. That's incredible that you are keeping his memory alive, and you're doing this by giving back to our community, which I think is just so incredible. Tell us a little bit about what you guys have been doing each year to make sure that you give back.
Right. So we decided unfortunately, when Grey passed away, we decided that since he wasn't going to be here to continue his legacy, that we wanted to make sure we continued, honoring him and helping to build his legacy. And it also kind of it was Christmas time. He passed in October. It was Christmas time, and we thought we want to have a present under the tree kind of a thing. And so we kind of put the two things together, and as a family started to annually choose a charity that we thought might mean something to him. And then we would, collect donations, and that would sort of be our gift. We started in 2019 with the BB Foundation because his dad, my son, is a BB baby. Aww. So we started with the BB Foundation. The next year, we supported the Red Cross because there had been some terrible weather, and Grey Branson loved the weather, so that was a good connection. Then we supported military families the next year because his dad was in the Navy, and that was important. And then what did we do last year?
We did clothing our kids.
That was this year. Remember last year? The aquarium?
The aquarium, where was it?
In North Carolina.
North Carolina. I painted a picture for them.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we supported the aquarium, and they were saving the turtles. And so,
I love that.
And then this year we're doing Clothing Our Kids, which is local charity, and we're super excited to be supporting a local charity.
Yes, let's show off this right here, because as you just mentioned, you painted something for the aquarium. You are quite the crafty lady. So tell us about this. This is how you said you kind of announced who you were giving back to this year.
Yeah, for Clothing Our Kids, I combined some of me and Little Grey's denim to make little roses on the canvas.
That's incredible. So I really just want to point this out. So these darker ones, this is made out of Grey's clothing.
Yes.
And these are yours. That is so sweet. Can you tell me just, being his sister and putting together something so meaningful like this, what was your thought process behind it? What did it mean to you to do this?
I wanted it to combine something that kind of meant something to both of us, that reminded me of him and me. So I figured I would recycle something, and he wore them a lot. So I wanted to put this in together.
Definitely. Well, this is so meaningful, not only to your family, I'm sure, but to Clothing Our Kids. I know a lot of people are going to want to support you and donate in your future projects. So how can people get in touch with you and give back to your cause?
Always on Facebook. Okay. So we always support, whatever we support, we put it on Facebook, and then I share it. My Kaylee's mom, my daughter-in-law shares it, her dad shares it. So it's Pam Baker at 10, I think. Search Pam Baker on Facebook. You can find me.
We'll link it to our website too.
Thank you. That would be very helpful.
No problem.
That would be helpful.
Before we let you guys go, we just wanted to let them know too, you're giving back to Clothing Our Kids tomorrow.
Tomorrow. We'll be there at 3 o'clock.
Okay.
Be dropping off a check. Kaylee and the family was able to raise $1,815 this year to give back to Clothing Our Kids.
All right, let's raise even more next year, you guys, all for Grey and all for our community. So thank you both so much for being here today, sharing your story and also sharing the ways that you're giving back.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anytime. All right, guys, we have a lot more Coast Life, a lot of fun to get to. Stay right where you are. We'll be right back.